Alright guys, sorry about the noise, we're right by the road. Usually I do this in the woods, but we're running late and there's somebody, my brother's already in one of the spots, so we gotta sneak by him. We're gonna get in the woods here. Like I said, we're running a little late, but we got some deer showing up before dark on camera, so we made a run up here, up to the home property, and hopefully we can see some deer tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot or my wife's gonna shoot. Buck or doe are on the table, so hopefully we see something. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys when we get in the blind. This stuff wasn't here when we were here last time. So. Alright guys, we finally got all set up. We snuck in here pretty quiet and didn't spook anything out. So we're back in the mouse blind. We got about an hour and a half worth of light. We're hoping to get these deer coming from bedding over to a food plot that's 200 yards that way, cutting them off on the transition. Like I said, we got about an hour and a half worth of light, so hopefully this trip paid off. Wind's perfect. It's right in our face. It's a great setup for tonight. I really got a good feeling about it, so stay tuned. Hopefully we can see a doe or a buck. Maybe a buck chasing a doe. Be nice to double down. So stay tuned. I'm pumped. And hopefully we get some action here soon. So see you then. Alright guys, quick update. About 120 yards that way, there's a ridge. We think we just saw a buck chasing a doe. Hopefully, he runs her back here. They came right out of the bedding area. They're on top of the ridge right now. Hopefully they make their way towards the food plot here coming up. It's a good start.
So about 20 minutes after I did the update, a doe and a button buck popped out of the bedding area, followed the other ridge down into the field where they were hanging out at about 65 yards. They were on their way to the food plot 200 to 300 yards away through the woods, and it got crazy in the blind because we had to figure out how to move around, get the gun out the window to get a clean shot, and have the camera on it at the same time.
You're going to be shooting over my shoulder.
Okay.
Just wait.
Tell me when to move.
I can shoot her right now.
Go ahead. Just do it.
Is it recording? Can you see the deer? Alright, she's moving out in the field. Tell me when you're on her. Or you want her. Yeah. Alright guys, those deer did exactly what we thought. They came down out of the bedding into this field heading towards the food plot. We had a button buck in front and a big doe behind her. The big doe came out and she was, I think she was at 65 yards. I put it right on that front shoulder and let her have it. She heel kicked real good, and she ran up in there, and I'm pretty sure I saw where she went. So we're gonna give it a few minutes, and then we're gonna go track a deer. Man, I'm pumped. 450 Bushmaster, baby. Gotta love it. Thanksgiving weekend. Oh my gosh, thanks for videoing, babe. Oh, I'm shaking. It's a doe, but I am shaking so bad right now. Oh, I love deer hunting. All right, guys. Let's calm down. Let's give it some time, and then we're gonna go look for deer. All right, guys. And there it is. Video is not the greatest. It was really hard to get that angle, being where the deer came from. So we're gonna go look at where we shot her. We're gonna look for some blood. We've given it a couple minutes, and we're just looking back at the video. I think I made a really good shot on her. I think I know exactly where she ran to, and we're gonna go see if we can find this doe. So she was like right here. We're gonna look for blood. All right, guys, we are at where she was standing, and there's a bunch of hair right here. I'll show you some of it. It's whiter hair, but I think the angle that we were at, because we were uphill of her, I think the exit was down by her armpit, so that's my guess. We did find some first blood right here, so we're going to start following it, and hopefully there's a dead deer at the end of it, so let's go. Important thing when you shoot a deer or any animal, find out which way they ran. Don't freak out too much when you shoot it. You want to see how they react. You want to see where they're going, where you lose sight of them, because a lot of times you don't get blood right off the bat. Luckily we did. We're using a gun right now, but bow season, same thing. Make sure you're watching where they're going. It'll help you out in the long run. So we know she went up here by a pine tree. So we're gonna follow this blood. I'm guaranteeing it goes right next to there, and we're gonna see if we can find her. So. She's opened up. This is definitely a good shot. Oh yeah. See? So this pine tree is exactly where we last saw her. And there's a deer trail following right here, and the blood's going right down it. So let's keep going. It's nice to have these trails that you don't really have to slow down on them. There's blood everywhere. Guys, I see her. All right. There she is. That is a big old healthy doe, guys. All right. Heck yeah. Beautiful doe. Man. Yeah, exit hole was a little bit lower. That's where we got that white hair. Let me get her pulled out here and you guys can see. All right, guys, here she is. It's a beautiful sized doe. It's a perfect shot just below the, or just above the shoulder blade, or the shoulder, like the elbow right here. Came out a little bit lower. That's what that white hair was from, definitely. It's a beautiful sized doe here for our property. I'm super excited to have this for meat in the freezer. My daughter's gonna be super happy. She loves venison backstrap and roast, so this is just gonna make her day. Man, I'm so pumped. I'm so pleased for this. Honey, she only went, what, 65 yards?
If that.
If that, yeah. So, I mean, it was a quick kill for this deer. I'm so appreciative of it. We're gonna love this this meat for over the winter, and man,
hopefully the video content turns out, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna get this bad girl loaded up, and we're gonna get her back to camp, and we're gonna gut her out there because my brother is gonna be hunting here the rest of the weekend, and he might come hunt this blind too because we got a lot more deer around. So once again, thanks guys. I appreciate you watching. Like I said, it's a shorter video, so hopefully you like it. One, two, three. All right.
Thing's almost as big as yours.
Yeah. All right, guys. And that is what it's all about. Beautiful doe, beautiful night. Great track jab, great shot. I am tired and out of shape, so we're gonna get this back. We're gonna hang her for a day or two, process her up, and we're gonna have some good eats. So thanks again for watching. All right, guys, and we are back in the kitchen, and I just wanted to show you exactly what I got from processing my deer. That's right, this is the doe that I shot the other day. I hung it in the garage for 2.5 days to kind of age it and kind of make that meat a little bit more tender. Some people age it, some people don't, and I go either way on it. Some days or some years I'll age it, some years I won't. So either way, for that size doe, I'm super happy with the amount of yield that we got from this. We got the hamburger, or what will be hamburger, 2 good sized bags of that. I got to add fat to, grind it, repackage it, throw it in the freezer. We got 6 roasts that, I mean, you could do anything with a roast. You can keep it a roast, you can make steaks out of it, you can make jerky. Who knows? I know my daughter is going to be super excited for this. She loves roast and she loves steak. We got tenderloins. These are going to come in handy in a little bit. And then we got one of the best cuts on the deer is the back strap. Tenderloins are high up there on the ranking tube. The back strap is delicious. All I did was take this, and essentially all this is one back strap. I cut them in half. That way I can portion them out when I unthaw them from the freezer. That's big. So, and I love using vacuum seal bags because it prevents a lot of freezer burn and it lasts a long time if you're storing food in the freezer for a long time. Either way, like I said, I just wanted to show you the amount of meat that you get from a really good sized doe. I'm glad we harvested, and this is going to go great in the freezer and feed our family over the winter with some delicious meals. So on that note, feeding the family, we are probably going to do some venison tenderloin right now. This is, like I said, one of the best cuts on the deer. Super tender. On a doe, they're not really giant, but this is going to be plenty just for a little snack for now, and then we'll probably make some backstrap for dinner. But I'm going to go ahead and pan fry this with some peppers and onions maybe, and I know my daughter's going to probably smell it and run up here and want some. So we're going to get that. I'm going to throw this stuff in the freezer. Stay tuned for the cooking portion, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, I'm not going to bore you guys with the chopping and the vegetables, so... And there you have it. Vegetables are ready. We're going to throw them in a pan. All right, we're just going to use some avocado oil. Just a little. A little bit of Everglades Original. All right, guys, now that we got the peppers and the onions on, they're going to cook down a little bit, get tender, get a little bit of color on them, just enhance that flavor. We're going to prepare these tenderloins. It's a beautiful, tender piece of meat. We're going to end up adding just a little bit of olive oil, or not olive oil, but avocado oil. Not a lot. I've dried these off too prior. That's pretty important. You don't want to put too much or have too much water on these when you're preparing them, especially with oil and stuff. So then we got Everglades Original. We're going to season these pretty well. Roll that around, get all that seasoning on there, and we're just gonna sear it really quick. This little piece of meat's gonna cook really fast, so it's gonna be like maybe a minute or 2 per side. We're gonna get it to a nice medium rare where it's still red in the middle, pink in the middle really. Then we're gonna slice it, and we're gonna eat and have a great snack. Those are on. Those are going to be, like I said, a minute or two per side, real quick. They're going to be delicious. I cannot wait. We're going to let those rest for like 5 minutes, and then we're going to slice them. We're going to eat. All right, guys, it's been 5 minutes. Let's cut into this and see what it looks like. Nice pink center. Let's cut a piece out of this again. Juicy, tender. Look at that color. Medium rare.
Do I smell steak?
And come here. I told you when I cook steak, this little one, this is my daughter Avery, for all of you guys that don't know. She's 12 and she is my meat eater and she loves venison, don't you? Yeah? You want to try the first piece?
Yes.
All right, I'll let you. Tell me how I did. Let me know. Look at the camera, tell them how it is. Is it good? You want some more? Yeah? Is it cooked right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me try it. This just, I mean, it's tenderloin. It literally, you can pull this apart with a fork. I mean, dude. That's so good. Here, let me cut you some more. I'm gonna do it. Get some onions, some peppers. Get the trifecta. This is my favorite. Onions, peppers, steak. Real quick, not hard. Will you try it with peppers? No? Are you gonna save any of this for Mom?
No.
No. It's really good.
She has to get her own food.
She'll have to get her own. Thanks again, guys, for watching this. I mean, this turned out fantastic, didn't it? I did a good job. I'm gonna have to cook up some more probably for the missus. More for her, more for me. Either way, super pumped. What a great hunt. Sorry the shot wasn't the clearest on the video, but it turned out great. We got venison for the freezer. She's happy because I got 6 more roasts and a bunch of back straps. Aren't you? High five. And we're just happy to have this, and it's such a blessing to be able to harvest and process and eat everything that we catch and cook. And I just want to thank you guys for watching videos, liking, subscribing. Keeps me doing what I'm doing, keeps her fed, and I just love doing this, and it's all worth it to see the smile on their faces. So thanks again. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, you guys have a good one. Can't leave Rosie out. Is that good stuff? Is that good? Yes, it is.